હેલો વિદ્યાર્થી મિત્રો, આપ સૌનું આપને યુટ્યુબ ચેનલ પર હાર્દિક સ્વાગત છે. તો આજે હું તમારા માટે લઈને આવી ગઈ છું ધોરણ 9 વિષય ઇંગ્લિશ યુનિટ 3 મોહન એન્ડ હિઝ વીના સ્વાધ્યાય પોથીનું સંપૂર્ણ સોલ્યુશન, તે પણ આપણી નવી બુક પ્રમાણે. તે પહેલાં તમે જો આપણી ચેનલને લાઇક અને સબસ્ક્રાઈબ ન કરી હોય તો તે જરૂરથી કરી દેજો. તો ચાલો આપણે આ તમામ પ્રશ્નોના ઉત્તરોની સમજૂતી મેળવીએ. તો અહીં આપણા યુનિટ 3નો ફર્સ્ટ ક્વેશ્ચન છે, રીડ ધ એક્સ્ટ્રેક્ટ્સ એન્ડ આન્સર ધ ક્વેશ્ચન્સ. અહીં નીચે આપણને કેટલાક પેરેગ્રાફ આપ્યા છે, તેને આપણે રીડ કરવાના છે અને એના પર તેના ક્વેશ્ચનના આન્સર લખવાના છે. તો આપણો ફર્સ્ટ પેરેગ્રાફ છે, મોહન વોઝ બોર્ન ઇન ટુ અ ફેમિલી ઓફ મ્યુઝિશિયન્સ. મ્યુઝિક વોઝ ઇન હિઝ બ્લડ. He grew up with musicians. Like his father and other family members, he was initially trained in vocal music, and then he tried his hand at the violin. When he was about 10, he started liking the sitar. He was also trained in it and played it for about 3 years. The first question is, how can you say that music was in Mohan's blood? Answer, music was in Mohan's blood because he was born into a family of musicians and he grew up with musicians. Second question છે, what was Mohan initially trained in? Mohan was initially trained in vocal music. Third question છે, which instrument did Mohan play? Mohan played the violin and the sitar. Fourth question છે, which instrument did Mohan play for 3 years? Mohan played the sitar for 3 years. તો એના પછીનો આપણો સેકન્ડ પેરેગ્રાફ છે, a German lady come to stay with Mohan's family to learn music from his father. It was then that the guitar entered in his life. He began his experiment with that beautiful instrument. No other instrument now in my life. I want to play the guitar only, said Mohan to himself. Guitar took all his time. તો ફર્સ્ટ ક્વેશ્ચન છે, which instrument attracted Mohan the most? Answer, the guitar attracted Mohan the most. Second question છે, when was Mohan attracted to guitar? Mohan was attracted to the guitar when a German lady came to stay with his family to learn music from his father. Third question છે, why did a German lady come to Mohan's house? A German lady came to Mohan's house to learn music from his father. તો હવે એના પછીનો થર્ડ પેરેગ્રાફ છે, ગિટાર, હોલ્ડ એ ગિટાર. Ours is a family where sitar, vocal and classical violin are practiced. The guitar does not have the effect which our instrument do, and moreover, it's not from India, said one of the family members. Do you know your father does not approve of your love for the guitar, said his auntie. તો ફર્સ્ટ ક્વેશ્ચન છે, what did Mohan's auntie say? Answer, Mohan's auntie said that his father did not approve of his love for guitar. Second question છે, what did a family member said about the guitar? A family member said that the guitar did not have the effect which Indian instrument have, and it was not from India. Third question છે, what was practiced in Mohan's family? Sitar, vocal and classical violin were practiced in Mohan's family. તો એના પછીનો ફોર્થ પેરેગ્રાફ છે, but his mother came to his help. Let him follow his heart's desire, she declared. Then his father started supporting him. He was overjoyed and decided to modify this Western instrument. He tried to make a suitable for playing pure Indian classical music. He spent 2 more years with the guitar only. તો એમાં આપણો ફર્સ્ટ ક્વેશ્ચન છે, what did Mohan's mother do? Answer, Mohan's mother came to his help and declared that he would follow his heart desire. Second question છે, what was Mohan overjoyed? Mohan was overjoyed because his father started supporting him. Third question છે, what did Mohan decide to do? Answer, Mohan decided to modify the guitar. Fourth question છે, what did Mohan try to do with the guitar? Mohan tried to make the guitar suitable for playing pure Indian classical music. એના પછીનો ફિફ્થ ક્વેશ્ચન છે, વિચ વર્ડ ઇન ધ પેસેજ મીન્સ ટુ ચેન્જ? આન્સર, ધ વર્ડ મોડિફાઈ ઇન ધ પેસેજ મીન્સ ટુ ચેન્જ. તો હવે એના પછીનો આપણો પેરેગ્રાફ નંબર 5. One evening, there was a gathering of close family friends. In this small gathering, Mohan's brother, sister, and nephew, who were also performing artists, played music on their classical instrument. There was great appreciation. Mohan too expressed his wish to perform. He played on the guitar. Top of first question છે, what did Mohan's brother, sister, and nephew do at the gathering? Answer, Mohan's brother, sister, and nephew played music on their classical instrument. Second question છે, what did Mohan wish? Mohan wished to perform on the guitar. Third question, which word in the passage means admiration? તો એનો આન્સર થશે, the word appreciation in the passage means admiration. તો એના પછીનું 6th પેરેગ્રાફ છે, after the performance a relative said, you need to work very hard with the new instrument. One of the relatives said, if it were the sitar, you would have been in competition with your brother and sister. You have already spent 2 years on it, but still this instrument needs more. તેનો ફર્સ્ટ ક્વેશ્ચન છે, what did a relative tell Mohan? Answer, a relative told Mohan that he need to work very hard with the instrument. Second question છે, what did the other relative tell Mohan? The other relative told Mohan that if it were the sitar, he would have been in competition with his brother and sister. તો એના પછીનો 7th પેરેગ્રાફ છે, after his performance, someone said, the sitar's sound is like a flowing stream. Your instrument doesn't have that depth. Yet another said, your brother plays the violin. His sur and tal are so beautiful. What are you doing with this instrument? તો આપણો ફર્સ્ટ પેરેગ્રાફ છે, what did someone say about the sitar sound? Answer, someone said that the sitar sound like a flowing stream. Second question છે, what did someone say that Mohan's brother? Answer, someone said that Mohan's brother played the violin and his sur and tal were very beautiful. એના પછીનો હવે આપણો 8th પેરેગ્રાફ છે, Mohan was depressed and cried for the whole night. He had already given 2 years of his life to this instrument. But from the heart, I am made for guitar. There is no instrument for me but the guitar, he thought. This instrument will become my face to the world. I am sure I am going to make it big, very big. He was determined. તો આપણો ફર્સ્ટ ક્વેશ્ચન છે, how did Mohan react to the criticisms of these relatives? Answer, Mohan was depressed and he cried for a whole night. Second question છે, what did Mohan decide? Answer, Mohan decided that the guitar would become his face to the world and that he would make it big one day. Third question છે, how many years had Mohan given to the guitar? Mohan had given 2 years to the guitar. Fourth question છે, which word in the passage means firm? Answer, the word determined in the passage means firm. એના પછીનો આપણો 9th પેરેગ્રાફ છે, કે this incident took place when Mohan was only 16 years of age. It changed and shaped all his beliefs forever. It was the turning point in his life. Mohan doubled his riyaz and practiced for about 10 hours a day. He also studies other aspects of the guitar. He decided to incorporate the speciality, techniques and sound of every instrument into the guitar. He wanted to invent something which gave the sound and tune of the Western guitar but could be played like the Indian Veena. તો આપણો ફર્સ્ટ ક્વેશ્ચન છે, what did Mohan do after the incident? Answer, after the incident, Mohan doubled his riyaz and practiced the guitar for about 10 years a day. એના પછી સેકન્ડ ક્વેશ્ચન છે, what did Mohan decide? Mohan decided to incorporate the speciality, technique and sound of every instrument into guitar. એના પછીનો થર્ડ ક્વેશ્ચન છે, what did Mohan want to invent? Mohan wanted to invent something which gave the sound and tune of the Western guitar but could be played like the Indian Veena. Fourth question છે, what did Mohan study? Mohan studied the other aspects of the guitar. તો હવે એના પછીનો 10th પેરેગ્રાફ છે, not only the sound that my instrument produce is important, but it must also express my vision, what I want to say through the instrument, he said to himself, and finally, with unwarming efforts and understanding of the rags, he created the wonderful Mohan Veena today. The world knows Mohan as Pandit Vishwa Mohan Bhatt, winner of a Grammy Award. I just follow my heart's passion, and here I am, said Mohan at the award ceremony in 1993. તેનો ફર્સ્ટ ક્વેશ્ચન છે, what was important for Mohan? It was important for Mohan that his instrument should not only produce good sounds but also express his vision. Second question છે, which award has Pandit Vishwa Mohan Bhatt won? Pandit Vishwa Mohan Bhatt has won the Grammy Award. What did Pandit Vishwa Mohan Bhatt create the Mohan Veena? Pandit Vishwa Mohan Bhatt created the Mohan Veena after uttering efforts and understanding of the rags. એના પછીનો ફોર્થ ક્વેશ્ચન છે, what did Pandit Vishwa Mohan Bhatt say on winning the Grammy Award? On winning the Grammy Award, Pandit Vishwa Mohan Bhatt said that he was successful because he just followed his heart passion. તો હવે એના પછીનો સેકન્ડ ક્વેશ્ચન છે, રાઇટ વેધર ધ ફોલોઈંગ સ્ટેટમેન્ટ્સ આર ટ્રુ ઓર ફોલ્સ. અહીં નીચે આપણને કેટલાક સ્ટેટમેન્ટ્સ આપ્યા છે, તો સાચા છે કે ખોટા તે લખવાના છે. તો આપણું ફર્સ્ટ છે, અ જર્મન લેડી કમ ટુ લર્ન ગિટાર ફ્રોમ મોહન્સ ફાધર. ફોલ્સ. એના પછી સેકન્ડ છે, મોહન્સ ફાધર ડીડ નોટ અપ્રૂવ ઓફ હિઝ લવ ફોર ધ ગિટાર. ફોલ્સ. મોહન્સ ફેમિલી પ્રેક્ટિસ્ડ સિતાર વોકલ એન્ડ વાયોલિન. ટ્રુ. Mohan's mother wanted him to follow his heart desire. True. Mohan decided to modify the guitar. True. Mohan's brother, sister and nephew were praised at the gathering. True. Mohan wanted to make the guitar his face to the world. True. Mohan Veena is not invented by Pandit Vishwa Mohan Bhatt. False. Mohan followed his heart's pattern. True. Mohan doubled his riyas and practiced for 10 hours a day. તો ટ્રુ. પંડિત વિશ્વ મોહન ભટ્ટ વોન ધ ઓસ્કર અવોર્ડ. ફોલ્સ. તો એના પછીનો ક્વેશ્ચન 3 છે કે કમ્પ્લીટ ધ પેરેગ્રાફ ફિલિંગ ધ બ્લેન્ક્સ વિથ ધ એપ્રોપ્રિએટ વર્ડ ફ્રોમ ધ બ્રેકેટ. અહીં આપણને બ્રેકેટમાં વર્ડ્સ આપ્યા છે, તેમાંથી સાચા વર્ડ્સ યુઝ કરીને આ જે પેરેગ્રાફ છે એને પૂરા કરવાના છે. તો આપણો ફર્સ્ટ પેરેગ્રાફ છે, ધ પ્રાઇમ મિનિસ્ટર એડ્રેસ્ડ ધ સાયન્ટિસ્ટ. હી એક્સપ્રેસ્ડ ધીસ ફિલિંગ. He spoke about his vision for the nation. He encouraged them to work with passion. Second છે, Devendra was declared the leader of the party. Everyone supported him. It was everyone's desire to make him the chief minister. Third છે, an incident in Gaurav's life changed his thinking. It was the turning point in his life. He became determined to work in the village. એના પછીનો ફોર્થ છે, કેતન વોઝ ઓવરજોયડ બિકોઝ he could modify the computer to make it suitable for the blind. Mohan studied other aspects of the guitar. He decided to incorporate the specialty, the technique and the sound of every instrument into the guitar. તો એના પછીનો હવે ક્વેશ્ચન છે ફોર્થ, મેચ ધ લેંગ્વેજ ફંક્શન વિથ ધ સેન્ટેન્સીસ. તો સેન્ટેન્સને લેંગ્વેજ ફંક્શન સાથે મેચ કરવાના છે, જેમ આપણું ફર્સ્ટ છે, અમર ઇઝ eagerly waiting for his father. તો તે થશે એક્સપ્રેસિંગ મેનર. ઉમા might visit her village. તો તે થશે એક્સપ્રેસિંગ પોસિબિલિટી. વી યુઝ્યુઅલી ગો ટુ સ્કૂલ બાય બસ. તો તે થશે એક્સપ્રેસિંગ એક્શન અથવા તો ફ્રીક્વન્સી ઓફ એક્શન. એના પછીનો સેકન્ડ છે, એમાં ફર્સ્ટ સેન્ટેન્સ છે, સ્નેહા ઓફન પ્લેસ ટેનિસ. તો તે થશે એક્સપ્રેસિંગ ઓર ફ્રીક્વન્સી ઓફ એક્શન. સેકન્ડ છે, આઈ હેવ ટુ કમ્પ્લીટ માય વર્ક ટુડે. તો તે થશે એક્સપ્રેસિંગ નેસેસિટી. ધ ચિલ્ડ્રન સેટ ક્વાઇટલી. તો એક્સપ્રેસિંગ મેનર. તો હવે એના પછીનો થર્ડ છે, એમાં ફર્સ્ટ સેન્ટેન્સ છે નીરવ નેવર વર્ક હાર્ડ, તો તે થશે ફ્રીક્વન્સી ઓફ એક્શન. વી વોન્ટ ફોર અ મૂવી લાસ્ટ વીક, તો તે થશે ડિસ્ક્રાઇબિંગ પાસ્ટ ઇવેન્ટ. સી સ્પીક્સ કોન્ફિડન્ટલી, તો તે થશે એક્સપ્રેસિંગ મેનર. તો હવે એના પછીનો ફિફ્થ ક્વેશ્ચન છે કમ્પ્લીટ ધ સેન્ટેન્સીસ ચૂઝિંગ ધ કરેક્ટ ઓપ્શન ફોકસિંગ ઓન ધ ફંક્શન્સ ગિવન ઇન ધ બ્રેકેટ. એ બ્રેકેટમાં જે ફંક્શન્સ આપ્યા છે તેના પર ફોકસ કરીને સાચો ઓપ્શન ટિકમાર્ક કરીને આ કમ્પ્લીટ સેન્ટેન્સ કરવાના છે. તો ફર્સ્ટ છે મનન કમ્પ્લીટેડ હિઝ સેન્ચુરી બ્લેન્ક એક્સપ્રેસિંગ મેનર, તો આપણે લખીશું કે વેરી ક્વિકલી એન્ડ કોન્ફિડન્ટલી, એટલે ઓપ્શન બી. સેકન્ડ છે મોહન બ્રેન્ક ફ્રીક્વન્સી ઓફ એક્શન, તો તે થશે મોહન ઓલવેઝ કમ્સ લેટ ટુ સ્કૂલ, એટલે એનો ઓપ્શન ડી. થર્ડ છે ધ ચિલ્ડ્રન એક્સપ્રેસિંગ મેનર, તો તે થશે ઓપ્શન એ આર ટેકિંગ લાઉડલી. એના પછી ફોર્થ છે પંકજ ફ્રીક્વન્સી ઓફ એક્શન, તો તે થશે ઓફન વિઝિટ્સ હિઝ વિલેજ. તો હવે એના પછીનો ક્વેશ્ચન 6 છે રીરાઇટ ઓર કરેક્ટ ધ પેરેગ્રાફ ફિલિંગ ધ બ્લેન્ક્સ વિથ ધ એપ્રોપ્રિએટ વર્ડ ફ્રોમ ધ બ્રેકેટ. એ બ્રેકેટમાંથી સાચો વર્ડ યુઝ કરીને આ જે ખાલી જગ્યાઓ છે તેને પૂરી કરવાની છે અને આ પેરેગ્રાફ બનાવવાનો છે. તો તે થશે સુમિત ઓલવેઝ goes to school by bus. He never goes on his bicycle. Sometimes, if his father is free, he drops him to school. Second છે all the students were studying quietly in a queue or standing quietly in a queue. But one boy was looking around anxiety. His friend asked him why he was so nervous. તો એના પછીનો થર્ડ છે ધ સ્ટાર ઇઝ અ વન્ડરફુલ ઇન્સ્ટ્રુમેન્ટ. The sitar is a wonderful instrument. It is used in our classical music. The sound of a sitar has the effect that no other instrument has. તો એના પછીનો ક્વેશ્ચન 7 છે ડુ એસ ડાયરેક્ટેડ. એમાં ફર્સ્ટ છે અમન રીચિસ હોમ. He is standing at the door. Suddenly his wife opens the door. Beginning like this, Aman reached home. તો એ થશે Aman reached home. He was standing at the door. Suddenly his wife opened the door. એના પછી સેકન્ડ છે The king loved his prince, but he did not like his friend. The prince's friend was a washerwoman's son. Being like this, a queen loved his princess. So a queen loved his princess, but she did not like her friend. The prince's friend was a washerwoman's daughter. તો હવે એના પછીનો થર્ડ છે This man is a farmer. Look at that man. He has a mango in his hand. Being like this, these men are farmers. તો જે થશે These men are farmers. Look at those men. They have mangoes in their hands. તો હવે એના પછીનો ક્વેશ્ચન છે કે રાઇટ એન ઈમેલ ઇન અબાઉટ 30 words ટુ યોર ગ્રેન્ડફાધર at harish.yagnik@gmail.com telling him about the award you got at the prize distribution function held in your school project. તો આપણે લખીશું ટુ harish.yagnik@gmail.com. Subject Best Student Award. Dear grandfather, yesterday the annual prize distribution function was held in our school. I am happy to inform you that I have won the Best Student Award in this year. I was delighted. It was a proud moment for mother and father. I am sure you must be happy and proud of my achievement. Yours lovingly, અંકિતા. તો આપણે આ રીતે એના પર લખી શકીએ છીએ. તો અહીં એના પછીનો આપણો ક્વેશ્ચન 9th છે રાઇટ અ પેરેગ્રાફ ઇન અબાઉટ 100 words ઓન માય હોબી. તો આપણે માય હોબી પર 100 શબ્દમાં પેરેગ્રાફ લખવાનો છે. તો આપણે લખીશું દેર આર મેની કાઇન્ડ્સ ઓફ હોબીઝ. કલેક્શન ઓફ કોઇન્સ ઓર સ્ટેમ્પ્સ, મ્યુઝિક, પેઇન્ટિંગ એન્ડ ફોટોગ્રાફી આર સમ ઓફ ધેમ. માય હોબી ઇઝ કલેક્ટિંગ સ્ટેમ્પ. I have collected stamps of many countries. I get stamps from friends and relatives or exchanging some of my stamps for new ones. I paste all my stamps very carefully in an album. I have 2 albums, one for Indian stamps and other. For instance, my hobby keeps me occupied in my free time. It gives me a lot of general knowledge. I learned about the history and geography of different countries. I also learned about the great leaders of the world. I get information about different birds, animals and flowers. તો આપણે આપણા માટેના પર પેરેગ્રાફ લખવાનું છે. તો અહીં આપણા તમામ પ્રશ્નોના ઉત્તર પૂરા થાય છે. જો આમાં તમને કોઈ પણ ડાઉટ હોય તો એ તમે કોમેન્ટ સેક્શનમાં જરૂરથી જણાવી શકો છો. અને આપણી ચેનલને લાઇક અને સબસ્ક્રાઈબ જરૂરથી કરી દેજો. થેન્ક યુ.